Hi everybody, my name is Ruth Correll and I work for the University of Tennessee Extension. And I received this exciting rock and mineral science activity kit from Miss Shelley and Miss Amanda. And I want to share what I have learned about this kit with you. Okay? Had some really good things in it. First of all, I opened the box and it has an instruction sheet in it. Okay, for each type of rock or mineral that is in this kit. Okay, let's unwrap it and just see what is in here first. We'll lay out all of the different rocks. Okay, that's one. This package has 3 rocks in it, or minerals. And then we have a bag with some round rocks in them. These are called geodes. The first rock we're going to talk about is limestone, this gray stone. We have a lot of limestone in Wilson County, and limestone is ground up and used to build roads, to make concrete, a lot of different things. But limestone has some very definite characteristics to it. Limestone is made out of calcium carbonate, and when you take calcium carbonate and put it with vinegar, you see that there is a reaction. This is a scientific experiment. When I lay the limestone into the vinegar, you can start seeing that there are bubbles coming up from the stone. It takes just a little bit, but bubbles will start coming up. And it says in your instructions that you can grow crystals on this rock. To place the limestone into the vinegar, you can add a penny, but the penny needs to be older than 1982. Look on the surface of the penny and see the date on the penny. Needs to be older than 1982. You can lay that in there. You will get a color because the acid will act, the acid of the vinegar will react with the penny, the copper in the penny, and just as it's reacting with the limestone. See the bubbles? They're beginning to come up around the stone. Okay, and then you can actually grow crystals. In about 24 hours, you can see some of the crystals forming. But it will take several days to see a lot of crystals. But it's a lot of fun to watch those crystals form. And those crystals, if you use the penny, those crystals will be colored according to the color of the penny. So that's limestone. Okay, and there's a lot of limestone. If you want to try this experiment, maybe with some rocks or limestone out of your driveway or off of a country road somewhere, you can do that. Again, with the vinegar. Okay, just white vinegar placed inside the bowl and the rock laid down in that vinegar, and you can see the reaction. Okay, that is limestone, and that was one of the rocks. Another rock that is in your collection is called pumice, and you'll notice that when you pick it up, this one happens to be gray. Pumice can come in different colors. Sometimes it's black pumice, but it's a really light stone. Okay, it is called an igneous rock, and it's actually formed around a volcano. So if I place this rock into this bowl of water, let me get this bowl of water over here. Notice what the rock does. Okay, I'm going to take another rock that I happen to have laying here that I just found out in the creek bed somewhere. I love to look for rocks. Notice what happened to that rock. It went down. But the pumice rock has a lot of air spaces in it, so it floats. It's a very light rock. Remember again that it formed around where there was a volcano at some point in time. Okay, there is another rock in here, and the next rock is enclosed in a little plastic bag. See if we can open this plastic bag. A little bit difficult to open plastic bag, but you'll notice that this rock, this is a small rock, but it feels very heavy. this is what's called lodestone. You'll also notice that it has some little crystals on the exterior of it. Looks like little hairs standing up, okay? This rock is also called magnetite. And this rock has a special characteristic. It is a magnet. Magnetite, magnet. And look what happens when I put it over the paper clips. The paper clip is attracted to it, just like a magnet, okay? But this is a stone, and this is one of the things that magnets can be made from, magnetite. So we've had limestone, we've had pumice, and we've had lodestone. Okay, the next one that we're going to take a look at, really interesting little mineral in your rock, in your kit, okay, is called Satin Spar selenite, okay? And it's also called a TV rock. If you lay it on its edge and look through it, it almost looks like glass through it, okay? One side looks kind of opaque, okay? But the other side looks kind of clear. If you'll pick it up and lay it down over something that you're reading, okay, you can actually see what's written on that paper behind it there, okay, because you can see through this, alrighty? It says, watch television on a rock. Place the flat side of the rock on any printed surface and the images are magically transmitted upwards through the fibers. And you can see the fibers in this rock, okay? This is spar, satin spar rock, okay? And then our last set of rocks that we have are rocks that are called geodes. You'll notice that they look round, okay? You can find geodes in a lot of species. And geodes, there is a special sheet in here about breaking your own geodes. Now be very careful if you decide to do this. You need to put the rock inside maybe a sock, and then you can take a hammer and hit the rock and break it open. And when you break it open, what you will see on the inside are crystals inside. Okay? Geodes started to form as bubbles in a volcanic rock or hollow tunnels in the earth. Very slowly, minerals seep into the bubbles or tunnels and harden. And over a lot of time, okay, the outside becomes round, okay, and then you'll notice that the crystals are still inside there. Very pretty rocks. Some other examples, I collect rocks some. And so some other examples of geodes are this stone right here that came from Oregon, okay? This is what's called a thunderhead agate. Notice the difference in the appearance of the outside. That's because it was these stones came from different locations in the United States. This one came from Oregon, the state of Oregon, and somebody took a saw and cut it in half. And notice how pretty it is inside, okay? Another geode that I happen to have is this one came from Mexico. Again, the outside of it, very pretty. This used to be a round rock. They cut it off so that it would sit on a table somewhere, but very beautiful. And notice whatever mineral is in this, it makes the different colors in the geodes, okay? Very, very pretty. These are much older than these are because these are solid on the inside. Alrighty, I hope you enjoyed your lesson on rocks and minerals, and I hope you look forward to using your rock and mineral kit. Have fun!